Hey everyone, Brian here from Vintage Classic Specialist. Happy Friday to everyone. It is time for another episode of Day in the Life of Vintage Classic Specialist, the show where we talk about what we did today in our little restoration shop here in Orange, California. So pretty much me and the other two guys on my team that were here today. So it's Santiago, our interior magician, and Rene, our paint and body magician. Pretty much just the three of us today here on the team, and pretty much we were all working on this beauty, the beautiful sea blue 64 Beetle here, one family owned car. And so why don't we go ahead and talk about what happened on it. So the big thing is, well, one of the big things, they're all kind of big things, but to me, a really cool thing that we were able to do was we were able to save and restore the original door panels. So when the car came in, these door panels were very sad. So the vinyl was peeling off the wood backing, and the wood backing on these were cracked and just in really poor shape. And so the panels were kind of like, you know, how they do. You guys have seen these if you've seen a lot of old Beetles. They kind of start peeling away from and separating from the actual inner door where they go, and they just look terrible. But we could tell that the actual vinyl on them was in really good shape. They were dirty, they were scuffed up a lot and stuff like that, but it was pretty clear that the actual vinyl was in really fairly remarkably good condition. And so what I ran by Santiago was, hey, what if we save these? What if we just basically mount them on new backing, new boards? And so that's exactly what we did. So he carefully removed them from the old crusty, cracking boards and cleaned the backside of the vinyl, because of course they had the original foam padding kind of still stuck on them. So he very carefully stripped the back sides of them down, got a good surface there that he could, glue to, and then cut out new boards for all of them, and then put 1/4-inch foam on those, and then finally put on the actual vinyl itself. And it was, I was kind of watching him do it, or off and on kind of checking in. It was a lot of work to put these on. It's been a little cool here the past couple days, and the vinyl just didn't really want to stretch, so he was out there sort of with a heat gun and heating them up and just making sure that he got them really, really super tight on there so they look good, no wrinkles or anything. So they came out amazing. I'm really, really happy with these. And then the original armrest is there, of course, and yeah, so they came out good. So really excited about these. Anyway, so that was kind of a big thing that happened today. Another big thing that happened today, and it's a little hard to see now, at least on the roof, because we just now pushed the car in. It's getting really chilly out, so the car has a lot of water vapor. I don't know what you call that, like that on it. But Rene finished polishing the car, and you guys should have seen this thing out in the sun earlier. It looked amazing. It really looks a lot like a new paint job. It just came out great. So also really happy with that. The other big deal is that, as you can see, the deck lid's back on it. I think probably when you guys saw the car last yesterday, the deck lid was off. So he repaired and painted the deck lid over the past couple days. If you recall, it had some extra holes here that aren't supposed to be there. It looked like somebody had some kind of badge stuck there. And then there was some body damage. I don't even know where. It was over here somewhere. And there's some other little bad areas on it. So he repaired all those areas and then touched up the paint and kind of, fogged in the new paint because the color match wasn't quite perfect, but that's what he does, is blends it. And then usually when we do a blend like that, then we'll go ahead and clear coat the whole thing. And then that kind of allows him to make that blend disappear. The other thing that he did is, I can show you guys this here, is he cleaned up the inside a lot. I think he might have even done a little painting on the inside, because the inside of the deck lid was pretty ugly actually. So yeah, now it's looking about as good as the outside. So yeah, the whole paint and body on this car now is pretty much done. Another little minor thing that he did, and we'll have to come back and touch this paint up, is it looked like the car had, maybe somebody had like backed into something at some point. This area here was bent in. He got it pulled out pretty good. I'm not sure if he's going to mess with it anymore. It's of course kind of cracking the paint. It was pushed in pretty severely right here, and so we'll come back and we'll touch up this paint here and here. But yeah, much better overall. This is kind of hidden below the bumper anyway, but it was still bad enough that we just went ahead and fixed it. But yeah, a little paint touch up there, and you'll pretty much never know it happened. You can see now it looks okay. It was a lot worse, so pretty big improvement there. So yeah, paint and body on this is coming right along. The other thing that we're doing, that we're sort of saving, although it doesn't seem to be original, it seems like it was replaced at some point, is the headliner. And the headliner just wasn't really done, at least to our standards. And so pretty much, instead of putting in a whole new headliner, because this one is nice, the material is in really great shape. I mean, you can tell that it was replaced, but it had some like puckering in it in different areas and stuff that we don't do headliners like that. So even though somebody else did this in the past, we're gonna fix it, because that's what we do. So Santiago went ahead and removed the quarter windows here. I don't know if he's gonna have to remove the back window or not. If he does, it's not a big deal. But yeah, so he's gonna go around and trim and pull and tug and re-glue and so on the headliner, and just get it looking a lot better. It had some weird wrinkles here in the corners that he's taken care of. It had some kind of puckering in here, and you can see right there by the back window, there's just kind of an ugly area there that he's gonna fix. So yeah, overall it's gonna look a lot better, and it'll be a lot cheaper than putting in a whole new headliner, because again, this one, the material itself is in really good shape. It just wasn't really tight enough, wasn't really smooth enough for our standards, so we're gonna do our best to kind of bring it up to that level. And let's see, so as far as those guys are concerned, I think, oh no, actually there is a little bit more. So I'm not going to show you this right now, but the other thing Santiago did is he went ahead and he took all the seats out of the car, and he removed the upholstery from them. I think the frames themselves were in overall really pretty good shape. There might have been one or two little welds that were broken on the seats, on the springs and those supports. And I don't know if he fixed those yet, but he will fix it if he hasn't. And then Rene went ahead and repainted the frames, because they were, pretty banged up for a, 60 or 70-year-old car. So yeah, I went ahead and repainted those parts of the frames that show, the parts that don't get upholstered. And then I do have the horsehair pads. Well, they're coconut hair now. I don't know what that stuff's called. Coconut fiber pads. So those are on order. I'll be getting those Friday. And then we're going to pick out the gray vinyl material that'll be for the seats. And then Santiago will start upholstering the seats Monday. So look for that episode on Monday. Should be pretty cool to see those getting started out on. So what did I do today? That's what those guys did. Very minor thing. Finally put the driver door window in this car. Had it all pretty much ready to go. I just wanted to wait for the lift channel seal adhesive to dry overnight. So that's in. So the doors on this car are done now. Or at least the door windows are done. Oh, another very minor thing is I went ahead and put the, armrest bracket on here. So there were already holes in the door for the bracket, so I just went ahead and bolted it on. I was going to weld it, but there were pre-existing holes there. So I just bolted it on and, put lock lock washers on there, so it's not like it's ever going to vibrate loose or anything. So that is on now and ready, because again, the owner did want an armrest on the driver's side, so he's going to get one. Okay, so what else did I do today? I worked on electric goodies for this car. So I think on yesterday's episode, I showed that I had pulled all this stuff. And so today I actually went and started restoring things. So started out with the windshield wiper mechanism. And this thing is just, it's in such good shape. It's amazing. Usually, and again, I think I might have mentioned this yesterday, I don't know how people bang up these aluminum covers on the wiper motors. It's tucked pretty well up in there, but somehow these things are usually like all dented up and stuff. This one is pristine, and it even still has this original sticker on it, which I just thought was cool, so did my best to preserve that when I cleaned it. And so yeah, I went ahead and pulled the motor all apart and cleaned it, and I had to adjust things in there a little bit. The motor was actually rubbing on the magnets a little bit, so I can't imagine it was working very well. So fixed all that, cleaned everything, pulled out all the arms and so on, pulled the shafts out, inspected them. They're actually in really, really good shape, not surprisingly. Again, California car wipers don't get used a lot. And then pretty much just cleaned everything, greased the various joints, and put it back together. So really cool and very nicely preserved. So that's one thing. And then from there, I went to his switches, which just also are in amazing condition. So I basically just cleaned them, and they look that good. Likewise, headlight switch. So nice. And lastly, the wiper switch, really great shape. So I don't know if the squirter on here works or not. I'll have to check that out, but the switch itself in really good shape. And then the fuse box, also great shape. So clean that up, and where is it? There it is. I love finding VW logos on original parts. I don't know why. It makes me very happy. I'm a simple guy. What can I say? It's not going to focus on it. There it is. You can see it there in the middle of the screen. So yeah, went ahead and restored that. And then kind of the big thing was the speedometer. So I went and did a restoration of that. So the bezel itself was very crummy looking, but some time with some steel wool and some elbow grease, so to speak, came out really good. This is the part that shows. This outer part here that doesn't look quite as good doesn't show, but the inner part where it shows came out really good. I was very happy with it. I wasn't sure if it was going to or not. It actually was pretty ugly. So anyway, I went ahead and disassembled the whole thing, lightly cleaned the case itself just with steel wool, and was very careful to preserve these original stamping marks on here. And I also put new gels in it for the I don't know if you'll be able to see those. Let's see here. I can get those to light up, kind of, sort of. Yeah, went ahead and put new gels in those. They were pretty ugly. They look like they usually do. So usually just from the sun, they fade. So you can see where the turn signal indicator and the oil indicator had pretty much lost their color, where they were lined up with the openings on there. And then likewise, the generator light was pretty faded. So anyway, yeah, I went ahead and put new gels in it, cleaned it all up on the inside, greased the gears and stuff in there, and put her back together. So yeah, really remarkable condition. Very happy with this speedometer. Again, I'm a pretty simple guy. Not too hard to make me happy. Original Volkswagen parts in good condition make me happy. What can I say? So yeah, like I said, everyone pretty much was, all three of us that were here today, pretty much working on this car, and got a lot done. So next week, again, Santiago will be starting the seats on it. I'm getting the wiring harness for it on Monday, so who knows? I may even start wiring this thing Monday. We'll see. And probably at some point, if not Monday. I do, like I mentioned, I think yesterday, need to go ahead and pull the spring plates and stuff like that, and probably go ahead and send those out for powder coating. The covers, send those out for powder coating, and then of course put it all back together with new bushings and stuff. You know, it's old. The bushings get old and crispy and stuff like that, so might as well replace them while we're in here. Well, all right, guys. I think that was it for today. So I do plan to come in tomorrow. I think at least Santiago is coming in tomorrow. I'm not sure about Rene, but yeah, we will have another episode tomorrow for you guys with more Volkswagen restoration updates here from our little shop. So thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.